What is so special in persistent system and Coforge that these stocks have performed extraordinary in last 5 years? If you see the persistent system return is almost 80% in last 5 years. And when we talk about Coforge is around how much? You can say 38% return. Now, average return I am talking about, against that, no, all these other IT companies are struggling a lot, okay, in to give you that type of return. See, if you talk about Infosys, around 20 to 23% in last 5 years. Even this year also, if we talk about Persist and Coforge, they've performed almost 86% and 54%. No CAGR return I'm talking about, and that type of performance is coming. Now, what is so special? The special is that they are able to execute their service, whatever it is, no, it's going on, and the way they are executing is perfect. At the end of the day, execution plays a big role, and no, the way you are providing the service, of course they are in there in software service only. Almost, if you see now, all these IT companies are providing similar type of service only, but the main thing is who are their clients and to whom they are providing the service, and how they are able to execute the things, keeping the cost low. Because if you see the year to year sales growth also for persistent system, if you see, no, it is almost 20%. Coforge is 34%, and when we talk about profit growth, it is almost 23% for persistent, and Coforge it is around 11%. Now, because they are able to execute their services much better compared to other competitors, that is what taking apart, no, separate. Even Coforge, if you remember, I don't know whether you remember or not, almost 1 year back, no, almost, no, the promoter almost sold all his holding, and then institution came into picture. But then also this company is able to perform much better. Okay, and when you have this type of metrics, no, that the way, they are able to deliver their sales and profitability, of course your your price is going to go up. And you know that, no, these companies have a much better ratio when we compare with the competitors. Why I'm checking with the competitors? Because at the end of the day, you have to compare with TCS, Infosys, HCL, and all that big names to understand where these two companies are standing. Okay, we'll talk about the valuation and all that, and also the future prospects. But when we talk about this company, with industry average also, of course, their P ratio is on a much higher side. Persistent is 70, even Kofo is 65. Now, do you remember Tata Elxsi? Then you can talk about KPIT or Tata Technology. I think Tata Technology result came today also. It has shown a lower profitability. These companies were having 80, 90 PE. But what is the difference between them and these companies? That these persistent Coforge are able to deliver the result what is expected from that. Okay, and these companies who are having an extraordinary P ratio of, earlier it used to be 80, now it is around 60s or something like that, but still they are not able to perform based on their valuation. Again, their concentration, mostly all these technology company, I'm talking about Tata Elxsi or Tata Technology or KPIT, and their focus is there on the few clients, top 5 to 10 clients. Against these companies, they have a little bit widespread. तो अब जब आपका फोकस कुछ ही कंपनी पे होता है ना, if these companies wherever they are focusing, they go in a downturn, no, it will impact the revenue and the profitability of company. Compared to all these three, KPIT has performed much better. But yes, Elxsi or Tata Technology, I think that is a complete disappointment, because the Tata name is there, no, people normally do invest in that. Okay, and of course, when we talk about these companies, Persist and Coforge, their ROE is comparatively lower than Infosys and TCS. But the main thing is, they are able to change the cycles, and they are able to give you good profitability. So that's okay. At the end of the day, no, profitability does matter. Correct. Of course, your stock will be on a high valuation. Then that is when, you have to be little bit careful that, no, your result is actually matching the valuation you're doing. See, if you ask me, Coforge and Persistent are on a, on a, you can say, tight rope. If they are not able to give return as per the expectation, these stocks may fall. Same way the Tata Elxsi or Tata Technology has fallen over the time. तो अभी ये दो कंपनी ना परफॉर्म कर रही है, इसलिए चल रहा है. तो इसलिए इन सब कंपनीज में, इफ यू वांट टू इन्वेस्ट, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ दे आर एबल टू deliver the results. Okay, how based on that expectation, because see, there actually management is telling big things. If you talk about the persistent system, no, what they are saying, then no, they are going to achieve almost USD 2 billion by 2027. Okay, in 2 years, $2 billion revenue they are going to achieve, almost a CAGR of almost 19%. They are telling that they are going to increase the margin by 200 to 300 bps, that is 2% to 3% bps in next 2 to 3 years. Now this persistent system has to deliver this. अगर वो डिलीवर नहीं कर पाए तो खत्म, कहानी खत्म, पैसे हजम, और वो तुरंत ही गिर जाएगा स्टॉक प्राइस. So that you always have to keep in mind. See, of course they have a strong pipeline, order pipeline, T100 program. They are going to start in H2 and all that. Okay, again, they from last 18 quarter they are having a good revenue growth, so all these thing is working from them. Okay, but their high tech vertical is a risk currently. If you ask me what are the problem which they are facing, again no, basically revenue growth expectations बहुत है T100 program में, लेकिन whether they it will able to justify or not, or it will be sustainable or not, that is the problem. Okay, so these are some of the risks, but yes, their expectation is quite high. And of course, the US and European market, unless it comes up, no, it will have a impact. So you have to keep in mind now when we are talking about these stocks. Even the Coforge, if you talk about the Coforge is also no a big expectation. They are saying that no, uh, they are going to be a growth leader again in the recurring demand environment, because the demand is recurring. Again, the organic business they are going to execute in a much better way. Okay, again they are going to have a big growth in cloud service, engineering, data service and all that. Plus they are going to expand across the geographies also. However, some of the negative point you just have to understand is that they're basically in airline exposure बहुत है उनका, बहुत ही बड़ा एयरलाइन एक्सपोजर. सो एनी स्लो डाउन इन द एयरलाइन सेक्टर will have an impact. Okay, so that will you always have to keep in mind, because see, this is also a company which is focusing on one area much more. And that point, like Tata Elxsi, Tata Tech, they are also focusing on one specific area, like you can say the motor, okay, electric vehicle and all that. So if the top five player doesn't perform, they'll have an impact. So here there is a problem of airline. Okay, otherwise they have an organic growth, again BFC, insurance and travel. But yes, something you have to keep in mind, their order intake is also quite good, almost 43%. They are going to have it, so which is good. Again, they are going to have integration of Night acquisition, and that will actually lead the growth. So overall, if you see, these two companies has lot of plan from here, but the main thing is execution is thing. So when you buy this type of stocks, as I told you, it's not coming cheap. Okay, उनका वैल्यूएशन काफी हाई है. तो जब आप ऐसे स्टॉक बाय करते हो, कंपेयर टू यू कैन से द TCS और Infosys of the world, the main thing you have to understand, every quarter please check whether these stocks are able to perform based on the expectation what they have. Okay, now when you will say, Tapan, what should we buy? Shall we buy persistent system or shall we buy Coforge? See, both the entity are completely different. Again, their style of working is different, their area is different. But if you ask me, both are having a high valuation. Okay, because if you see Persistent Coforge, Persistent is around 72 P. Of course, in IT sector, you have to see price to equity ratio much more at a detail level. And Coforge is around 65. Compared to the industry average is how much? Around 32 to 36. तो भाई डबल से है उनका वैल्यूएशन, तो वही आपको देखना पड़ेगा. Persistent honestly has a much better growth over the years against the you can say Coforge. Sales growth ले लो या कोई भी growth ले लो, over the years they are able to deliver much better result compared to Coforge. But Persistent, one thing is that it's costly also, but I think both the companies have delivered, and hopefully they will deliver from here also. So nothing wrong in any of the company, but you have to minutely check. So if you ask me, is there a valuation comfort? No, there is no valuation comfort here. Because वैल्यूएशन कंफर्ट कब होता है कि जब इतना बड़ा स्टॉक, इतना अच्छा स्टॉक आपको सस्ते मिले. अभी अभी दोनों हाई, ऑल टाइम हाई है. बोथ द स्टॉक्स आर सिटिंग एट ऑल टाइम हाई. Now market, when it is falling a lot from last, 8 to 9% fall was there, but these two stocks has not fallen. So valuation comfort is not there. Now both have a full capability that they may do well. So if you have in your portfolio, I think you should keep it. But if you don't have, I think you should wait for some fall and then you can think of it. Again, these stocks I have not told it. I'm a SEBI registered research analyst, guys, and we do research IT stocks and all that. My research team is there. If you want, guys, Diwali offer is going on. You can go and check in the comment box. You can check our services if you want. No, much more better recommendation and portfolio, you will get it. Okay, and by the way, guys, if you like this video, do like it and share it to everyone, guys. The main thing is to prepare this type of short video, not just to give you point to point understanding what separate different these companies are doing. Because of that, they are outperforming the complete industry, complete IT industry. So keep this in mind, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or anything you want to ask for any stock or sector, put it in the comment box. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon in the next video.